Good evening, I'm Paula AKANA.
And I'm Laura Yamada. We begin with a detective story involving an elderly woman hospitalized for nearly a year. Now she's in foster care as authorities search for her identity. Dick ALLGIRE joins us now with tonight's top story. Dick?
Well, the mystery woman is known as Josie Mae Bright, but that may not be her real name. No one's quite sure. This is a story about what happens to a person on the street who becomes ill with no identification and who may not even be a U.S. citizen. Josie Mae appears to be about 70 years old, 5'5", frail with gray hair. The folks at the Waikiki Community Center say she was living on the street in Waikiki for about 10 years and used to come to the center.
As we saw her health starting to fail, we encouraged her to try and get in some kind of formalized program in housing, and she resisted. And ultimately, we came to a situation in which we called the ambulance to take her to Queens. And she finally decided after a long period of time to go voluntarily where she could get some medical care that she needed badly.
Josie stayed at Queens Hospital for 300 days, but no longer needed acute care, so now she's been moved to a foster home.
When she went to Queens, they pretty much stabilized her, but then where is she going to go after that? It wasn't appropriate for her to go back out on the street.
Now a public guardian is handling the case.
Because her identity wasn't known, there was no possibility of getting funding for her, like Social Security or anything like that.
The public guardian says Queens is paying the bill for foster care, which is cheaper than keeping her in the hospital. Hospitals often write off some bills as charity and seek reimbursement from the government. Josie may be from New Zealand. She speaks with a New Zealand accent and seems familiar with places in that country, but she has some dementia.
We never knew what her full name was, or where she lived, how she lived. She was very shy. Very, very shy, and didn't talk a lot about herself.
They checked her fingerprints, but that didn't turn up anything. The Guardian tells us the hospital was considering doing hypnosis to try to get some hidden information. Tonight, she's in a foster home in Eva, doing well, but authorities would like to know who she is and where she came from. If you have information or you'd like to know more, visit our website, KITV.com.